I want to share some of my books from this year, and instead of doing a list, I decided to do it by themes because I wanted to try something just a little bit different. And so this is going to be part 2. And again, you can find all reviews for all of these books on my channel, and let me know if you have read any of these books or what you thought of them. And also, just let me know, have you added these to your TBR yet if you haven't read them? Because these are bangers, every single one. Today's theme is hidden history. These books stayed with me and asked me to look again at the stories I thought I understood. How to Hide an Empire by Daniel Immerwahr. This book showed how the United States expanded through its territories that rarely appear in school textbooks. I learned about islands that held military bases. I learned how power can stretch far beyond the borders of a printed map. The book helped me understand how everyday products, wars, and cultural trends grew from decisions made on distant shores. I remember putting the book down more than once just so I can sit with what I had learned. War Against All Puerto Ricans by Nelson A. Dennis. This is probably one of the most powerful books that I've read this year. This story focused on Puerto Rico in the mid-20th century. It showed how the island lived under intense surveillance and political pressure. This book follows leaders who fought for independence and paid a painful price. The details were stark, and I could feel the tension in the streets and the voices of these people who really wanted change. It pushed me to think about what resistance looks like in real life. How the Word is Passed by Clint Smith. This one is a different kind of history. The author visited places where the past still lingers in the air. Plantations, prisons, neighborhoods, all shaped by loss and survival. He listened to guides and community members. He traced how slavery continues to echo in the present. This book felt a lot like a conversation with the country. It invited me to hold both grief and clarity at the same time. 4 Red Sweaters by Lucy Adlington. This one brought me to a quiet and intimate world. The story unfolds very slowly. It's centered on memory and the objects that they carry. The sweaters linked characters across time and experience. This book asked me to notice the small details that tie people together. It reminded me that history doesn't always arrive with loud moments, and sometimes it appears in the fabric of everyday life. The Barn by Wright Thompson. This was the very first book that the Double Shots and Story Plots Book Club read last February, and this book is a certified banger. The setting for this is very simple, or so it seemed. This is a rural space. Obviously, it's a barn. It's a structure that's filled for work and routine, and yet the story revealed how a place can hold secrets. The tensions that this building holds is incredible. Past choices helped shape the present, and I learned how even an ordinary building can carry the weight of what happened inside it. Together, these books showed me that hidden history is never far away. It lives in places and in objects, in families, and in the silence in between stories.